Hey guys, welcome to another video for Tsubasa World Fighters. This video will be about breaking down Brazil's potential team and what it might look like in World Fighters compared to what it looked like in Rise of New Champions. What you're seeing now is an image from the manga. These are the teams that participated in the World Youth. As you can see, Korea is there, and Japan. So those were the finalists of the Asian Cup tournament. And we have Brazil on Group B, France, Cameroon, Saudi Arabia, Argentina, Holland, Ghana, and Korea. So I think Argentina, Holland, Ghana, and Korea in Group C. Group D is Brazil, France, Cameroon, Saudi Arabia. Group A is Japan, Mexico, Italy, Uruguay. So they're broken by 4. And Group B is Germany, America, Colombia, and Sweden. So far from what we have in the game, based on the trailer as well, we have Brazil, we have France, we have Saudi Arabia, we have Argentina because they were in the previous, we have Holland, they were in the previous game, Sweden was in the trailer, America was in the previous game, Germany was in the trailer, Uruguay, Italy, Mexico was in the trailer. So we have all the teams besides 2 or 3. Well, Argentina, Korea, Ghana, Colombia, Cameroon. Actually, besides 4. So we have every team besides 4. And any of those teams could be added, but if you saw my previous video, I made a list, and those 3 teams missing. So I don't think this is going to be all the teams. Well, Korea was one of them in the list. So if we were following my list, then it would be Colombia, Ghana, and Cameroon as the 3 final teams. Yeah, that's actually kind of surprising. So it would be Cameroon, Ghana, and Colombia's 3 finalists. I'm not saying those will be the team, but if you look at my previous video, those were the 3 remaining. And so yeah, so this video is going to be about Brazil's roster. So let's get to it. Guys, right now we're looking at the Wikipedia page for Rise of New Champions, and we are focusing on Team Brazil, and their captain was Alberto in that game. So let's go down and see the roster. The roster consists of the original character, Kenziho. He was wearing number 1, and here are some of his stats. I also have a screenshot I'll post up. And let's take a look at the other guys. Some of the guys, of course, they don't have no pictures or anything like that because they were minor characters. You have Alberto, who was the captain, Leo, who was the midfielder, and Carlos Barra. At the time, he's going by the name Barra. So I think if we're going by the manga, we will probably, the club scene might be a cutscene type of story like they did with the boys' eras when they were kids dreams, and maybe then they'll let us play in later on, or they might actually let us play in the club. Maybe if they do the new hero, maybe that's where he'll meet new hero. Maybe they'll have like a few club teams, because they did say 22 national teams announced. So that doesn't necessarily mean that there's only 22 teams in the game. There might be more. Maybe 22 national teams and maybe 6-8 club teams. And maybe the middle school teams are still in the game. Who knows? And that would be massive, right? So we have the reserves. That's pretty much it. We're going to go look at another page to kind of get to know these guys a little bit. So there's a list I made about who I think is getting replaced with who. The first one on the list is Kenziho. Kiziho, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I know he's part Japanese or has some ancestry of Japanese. He's the original goalkeeper for the World Challenge, and he's being replaced by Salinas. Salinas is already in the game. You can see him. His name comes up. He's wearing the number 1, so he's replaced. But ironically, you can actually see Kenziho in one of the screenshots, or at least someone that looks like him. He's wearing a headband, but he looks like he's playing defense now. So if he did get replaced, he's probably going to be in the defensive. I'm going to put a picture up. You guys are going to get to see him. And then we have Mendes, who was the defender. He was number 3. Georgie, I think it's Georgie is wears the number 3, so I'm having him replaced. That's what I think they're gonna do. They're gonna replace him. Alberto is gonna be the same number. He's the captain of the team. He's not gonna be replaced. Then we have Costa, who was the defender in Rising League Champions, wearing number 4. Casagrande is in the trailer. You actually see him. I will post him up. He's also wearing number 4. So he replaces Costa. And then we have Enzo. He's a defender. He's number 5. Silva plays midfield, so he's going to be replacing him. I believe Silva might be number 5 as well. I will post it up. We'll also go take a look at it after this. Let's see. We have Arthur, who's the midfielder in Rising League Champions. He's being replaced by Dugo. Midfielder number 8. And okay, so Salgado, there was no number 9, so I didn't add, but there is a midfielder that's able to replace. I will post that up. We have Leo. He's obviously still going to be in the team. We also have Pepe, who's number 12, so we're going to look into that. We have Carlos, of course. He's now wearing number 11. That's because Natureza is wearing number 10. And Bautista, who wears number 12, I think? Or was Pepe? I gotta see. Let me see what Pepe wears. 1 second. Let's check that out. Alright, so let's check the Captain Tsubasa Wikipedia. Not a Rising Champion, but the actual material from the manga. And let's see. Let's go down. The age group tells you a little bit about their history, their jersey, kids' dreams. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. We're just looking for the roster. Okay, here's the roster for Battle of the World Youth. That's what the game is going to be focused on. It's pretty cool, though, because if you think about it, the first Rising League Champions covered the Kids' Dream arc. It covered middle school, and it covered the third part, which is the All Japan, the World Challenge. And now this one is going right. This might focus on the clubs and the World Youth, and if we do get another one, it's gonna be hopefully, what is the other one? I think it's 20. It's either all clubs or Road to 2002. They can just do the Olympics after that if they make a 4th one. But anyways, yeah. So here you can see this is the list that I use to kind of gauge what we're looking at. Pepe is number 13, and who I have the other guy for what number? Okay, Bautista's number 12. So Pepe will probably replace Bautista. It depends on what formation they're running to. If they're running 4-2-2, or they're running one that has 3 strikers. Probably just 2 strikers. If it's 2 strikers, then it's going to be Pepe and Carlos on the striker position. So this is how I see this. I feel like all those new people, or the ones in the Rising League Champions, they're all going to get replaced by all these guys right here. This is pretty much your lineup. This is what you're looking at when it comes to World Fighters. This is the lineup you're looking at. You got Salinas, goalkeeper. You got Alberto, the captain, who was in the previous game, Rising Champions. See if this doesn't lag. If not, I'll just add. Okay, Georgie. All these guys, by the way, all go to the Olympic team, so these guys are very important. There's Georgie. Casagrande, he was already in the trailer. You can see him. And right there it says is a Brazilian defender in the Battle of the World Youth, and that's what we're focusing on. He was also a player in Brazilian Youth and in Rising Sun. An Olympic. And this guy is a defender as well. I believe this guy's going to go... Oh, click down that. Because I feel like he's also going to be in it, but I don't know. I didn't put him on the list. I believe I didn't. Because I don't know... There wasn't a number to replace. So it might just replace the next guy, and it will be original. So all these guys, like I said, these are... they're all in the other later series, like the Olympics. Silva, that's a midfielder. Dugo, there's Dugo. Marcio, Okay, he is a midfielder. Branca. Okay. And I feel like this right here, this is going to be Team Brazil. Guys, if you look at this closely, there was a guy, Salinas is in the back right there. You see his feet. There's another defender here. I'm not sure who that is. I can't tell. It's hard to tell. But if you look at this guy, it's pretty interesting. This guy has a headband. And there's a possibility that the original goalkeeper for Rising Champion, Kazinko, might actually be a defender now. Or he probably could be something else. He might be a striker, midfielder. But he no longer seems to be the goalkeeper. And if that is him, he has changed positions. And as stated before, Carlos now wears number 11. And that is because Natureza is in the game. He has been confirmed through the trailer that we were shown. There's Alberto. He was defending the goal with Casagrande. There's Salinas. If you look at the trailer, you can see his name is listed. There's Casagrande right there. You can't mistake this guy. And there he is again. Clear picture. Casagrande. And that's it for now. Okay, so that is Team Brazil right there. I feel like all those guys that you saw in the World Challenge, I feel like they're all going to be replaced. I feel like they might keep Kazinho. Maybe they'll keep some of the other guys as reserves. They can keep some like the best ones. And we'll take a look at their stats right now. Let's see. Alright, here we have some of the characters that we were talking about earlier. This is Neves. I think he might be, I forgot if he was the... Oh, he's a forward. Okay, forward. We have Gestapo. Bernard. Morales. I think these guys are all temps, subs. This guy is kind of funny looking. He has like green glasses. Yeah, these guys are all reserves. Now we're going to the main cast, the main roster, the main 11. Bautista. Take a look at Bautista. Offense. Okay, Bautista's nothing amazing. Let's see his skills. Born to dribble, proud runner, sideliner. Yeah, these guys are all getting replaced. Not all, but most of them. Here's Carlos. Young ace. I wonder if they're going to change the skill system or are we going to keep this the same. We're going to find out in a few days, though. Here's Leo. These are all the guys. I feel like most of the guys will get replaced. I would keep this guy on the bench. His technique is 90. It's not bad. He's a ball hunter. This guy's pretty good, too. A defender. Oh, that guy's 114 compared to that guy 104. Oh, different positions. Never mind, Lucas. Okay, we got Mendes. And there's Kelzinko. He has high stats. The goalkeeper. So he'll be, because if you read his bio, which I don't have in front of me right now, it says how he doesn't really focus on like being like, I guess, the best keeper or like being like that natural goalkeeper. He's more like stylish, like, so he would be better suited for a defender because he knows the capoeira. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, and then we have Pepe, who was in Rising Champions, but I don't remember his storyline within the game. I would have to play it again. I don't know if he was just there in the game as an introduction, or did he actually fit into the story? I believe he did. I just don't recall. I was looking it up to see if I can find something. But over here it says a forward hoping to raise money for his family in Brazil, often going for reckless plays to get noticed. So maybe they invited him to try out. He was trying out so they can see his skills. Maybe he got to meet Tsubasa there, and if they do go with the route of letting us play or giving us a recap of the clubs, which I think they have to, right? Because that's how Carlos gets his last name, Santana. So I feel like they have to let us at least view that those clubs and the storyline and go for there. Because I believe towards the end, I think Tsubasa did go to Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta replay the game. It's been years since I played Rising League Champions. But I'm gonna play it tonight or tomorrow and get a little more educated. That way when I make videos for you guys, I'm giving you guys the right information. Alright, so let's take a look at the manga real quick. It's the world views final is Japan versus Brazil. It tells you a little bit about what's happening. It says Santana scored a hat trick in every match. So this is what the end is going to look like, I believe. And the strongest Brazil crushed Germany. So they lost. Germany lost to Brazil. No goals taken. 30 goals scored in 5 matches. Brazil youth is just too strong. And then you see some of the cast. You see Alberto Casagrande, Jorge Sal. I forgot to pronounce his name. And then I think that was Silva. And I have some more information here. We scroll down and we see Salinas, the goalkeeper. The giant defender, Casagrande. Again, he's in the trailer. I showed it to you guys. That's Alberto in front of Salinas, Brazil's youth captain, and Libero Alberto is together with the giant defender. So ahead of them, there are also the invincible double Volante, Dalgo, and Marcio. Oh, Marcio. That was Marcio, not Silva. And then, so these two are defenders, I'm guessing? Or both sidekicks are. We'll look back into that. Participating in the attacks, Georgi. Damn, his name is so hard to pronounce. And Naredo. Okay, and that's Blanco. The midfielders, Silva and Blanco. So those guys are all defenders. And these are the midfielders right here. They might be the attacking defenders. And besides these regulars, there's also support of the sub-members. Pepe, who was in combi with the Sao Paulo. So Pepe is actually a sub. So if we were to do our final list of what the field, because he's going to be in the reserves then. Okay, so that is Brazil right there. And they're looking good. Okay, so this is our members right here. So if we take, right now there's 13 of them. So we have 1, Salinas is 1, Alberto's 2, Jorge is 3, Casagrande is 4, Ronaldo is 5, Silva is 6, Blanco is 7, 8 is Dogo, Skip Teresa, Marcio is 9, Leo is 10, and Santana is 11. So that would leave Teresa and Pepe as subs. So that's your whole team right there. Just crossing on Teresa and Pepe. That's what the starting lineup for, in my opinion, the starting lineup for Brazil is going to look like. Now let's see. Yes, I think that's it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, anything you want me to cover, just let me know. I'll go over it. Thank you.